Back to another Turnover Podcast episode. This is episode 3. I am your co-host Ryan Skelton, and I'm here with Mr. Casey Teten. How are we doing today?
Oh, doing great, sir.
Doing
Living the
great.
dream.
We're going to talk about the NBA awards today, as well as a little bit about the playoffs, but we'll go through each award one by one, say who we think is going to win, and as well as, break it down a little bit, get into the stats a little bit more today, and talk about it. So you said you wanted to start with Sixth Man of the Year first,
Let's do
because
it.
that's probably the one that we're kind of most 50-50 on, besides
Yeah, of
MVP. But
course, right.
so the two frontrunners, Malik Monk and Naz Reid. Malik Monk just got hurt, and
Mm-hmm.
I believe as it stands, I think it's still Malik Monk in first place for the Sixth Man of the Year odds.
Mm-hmm.
He is minus 145 on FanDuel. Naz Reid is plus 150. So it's closer than some people might think, especially with Malik Monk just getting hurt. So who do you think should probably win?
Barring any crazy stretch of play over these next 10 games from Naz Reid, I think Malik has this locked up despite the injury.
I agree.
But we'll also get to see what impact he really had for the Kings coming into the playoffs. I know seeding wise, they're not looking too great. Looks like they're still fighting for their spot, but so is everybody out west. So no idea who they're going to play in the first round, but you can bet your ass they'll have a tough matchup. So they're definitely going to hurt him. You're definitely going to be hurting without him.
They've 10
how
games
long?
left. They are currently the 7th seed. So they're in the
They
play-in
could
right
fall.
now.
They could fall with how close. I don't know how close the Warriors are. I know the Warriors are sitting at 10 right now. I know
Warriors
they won
are
last
40
night.
and 34. They're the 10 seed. The Lakers are 42 and 33. They're the 9 seed, and the Suns are 43 and 31, and they're tied with the Kings for the 7 seed.
So only a 3-game lead over the Warriors.
Yes.
I mean, they could blow this.
They are only
could
5
blow this.
games ahead of the 11 seed Houston Rockets.
I mean, love the Kings this year. Kind of disappointed with where they are in the seeding, but the West has been so tough. Above 500 season for them is out there.
tough.
Is, I guess, to expect. I mean, we definitely hoped for a step forward after last year. They had that good run last year, but they're really going to have to prove themselves in a playoff run this year. Might be more character development and wisdom earning for them this season. That's probably my bet on it.
We'll see how the last 10 games go. I think if the Kings are doing well, it could kind of hurt Malik Monk a little bit, honestly, if they do well without him.
I mean, Warriors win games without Steph Curry. It's all right.
Yeah, that's fine. But on the flip
It's
side,
NBA basketball.
we have Naz Reid, who isn't hurt.
Oh, you mean hurt his chances of the Sixth Man of the Year? Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I was gonna say hurt. What exactly? Like how much money he's gonna make or something? But no, yeah, obviously we're talking about the Sixth Man of the Year.
So Naz Reid on the flip side, he's obviously not going to be hurt, and he's going to be playing his last 9 games. And he's been really good off the bench. I don't know if you've seen anything about Naz Reid, but even when Gobert are hurt, he fills in perfectly, and he actually has been balling. He's shooting 50% from the field, 40% from 3, averaging 13 points, 5 rebounds. Like, the man is very, very good off the bench.
Right.
But I mean, when it comes to the voters, it just kind of comes down to who would you rather have? You'd rather have
on your team, yeah.
Malik Monk or Naz Reid. That's how I feel Sixth Man of the Year comes down to.
But yeah. Who do you want to see at the scores table?
Exactly.
Coming in for your team.
Naz Reid is a great backup big, but Malik Monk brings that shooting as well. I don't know. It's close.
I'm taking Malik Monk. I think probably.
I think.
But like I said, but that's that. Like I said, that's given we don't see some crazy stretch from Naz Reid,
of course,
in these last 10 games.
But I mean, again, we'll see how it goes. But right now, I think I'm going to have Naz Reid probably losing to Malik Monk. I think that's just how it goes, and that's what's going to be.
I hear you. I think I'm with you there. Any Any kind of official prediction on what you think the Kings might do to finish out this season?
I don't think they do much. I just don't think the team's good enough.
Quiet first round exit, maybe
Yeah.
if they defend their playoff spot that they have right now.
Well,
Well,
right
actually,
now,
their play-in spot right now.
yeah.
So,
So if they were to win the first game of the play-in, they'd be the 7th seed, and they would play the Denver Nuggets or the Thunder or the Timberwolves. And I think they just get bounced.
mhm.
The only team I think they
Yeah.
could maybe knock
Maybe
off
the
would
Thunder.
be the Thunder. Yeah.
Maybe take advantage of. I mean, Shea's seen playoff action before, but that's literally it.
It's
Gwen Sports has to, but like
but that team is so bad.
one first round exit is not going to give you what you need as far as playoff experience and IQ basketball when it really matters the most. So
Yeah, I agree.
I think that would be a fun matchup between the Kings and the Thunder. Two fucking phenomenal Kentucky point guards going at it. Chet, obviously, first touches in the playoffs. We'll get to see what he's made of there. Sabonis has a lot to prove with his play style, and if given what the Kings gave up to get him there, being Tyrese Halliburton, so he's still got to back that deal up. So we'll see.
I think
We'll see.
Chet versus Sabonis is a really fun matchup to watch. Like I think that would be a really fun matchup.
Two completely different style of players, but
you get to see Chet actually try and defend someone who is a lot bigger, like stronger than him, and see if he can hold up. And that obviously will give us what we think about Wemby in the future too. Can he guard the strong guys?
Well, I think no playoff action for him, but we'll definitely I'll hang my hat on him winning Rookie of the Year.
Oh, I agree. He's very
absolutely
very good.
Yeah. I mean,
we can just go right into that one.
Just being a defensive player of the year candidate at this stage. I mean, come on, that's
he is
while averaging 20 points per game.
Oh, easily.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's probably one of the best rookie seasons. It's the best rookie season since Luka did it. Since Luka's,
which might be one of the best rookie seasons ever.
Luka's rookie season, 21 points per game, like 7 rebounds, 6 assists. Like it was. Luka's rookie season was crazy. Probably one of the best since Michael's.
Easily.
Yeah, and Melos and Bronze and shit like that.
So, Rookie of the Year, the odds on sports betting websites are not even close. Victor is minus 3,500. It's weird. MGM has him at plus 100 right now. I don't know if that's wrong or anything, but
might be a special or something like that.
I might need to go hop my ass over on MGM and put $1,000 on Victor winning Rookie of the Year.
Yeah,
But we'll see. ESPN has a minus 5,000, point bet minus 10,000. He's winning Rookie of the Year. It's not even close. Averaging 21 points.
The argument was over 2 months ago.
Oh yeah, 21 points, 11 rebounds, 3.5 assists, 3.5 blocks per game, leading the league in blocks per game.
God!
And a steal and a half, while shooting 47-32, splits. The guy is
32% from three. That'll come up.
32% from three, 80% from the line. Usually, when you got a guy who shoots free throws, a big guy who shoots free throws at an 80% clip, that usually means he's probably going to be a decent 3-point shooter. 32% in a rookie year is very, very good.
Yeah, no, he's gonna get the deep ball down probably.
He's also just chucking because the Spurs suck. He's getting all the shots.
I know. Is he taking a lot of step back threes, a lot of pull up threes?
He's averaging 5 threes attempted per night. That's a lot for that's a lot for a big dude.
Five is less than I kind of thought he would.
Yeah, actually, but when you compare it to some of the better shooting bigs in the league, like Karl Anthony Towns, where we can look at his, and he is averaging only 5. He's averaging less threes taken, 5.3. So Victor is shooting more threes than when most people would say the best shooting big in the league. So you're like, Yeah, he's just kind of chucking out there. He's just kind of throwing them up.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
eventually he'll get it down. I think he is going to be ridiculous for a long time. Like I
Oh,
don't see a world
absolutely.
where Victor is a bust. I think his floor is a like top 10 starter his entire career. Like I don't know
Yeah.
how he can be bad unless he gets some
He'll
crazy
he'll be an all
injuries.
he'll be an all NBA player sooner rather than later,
Oh,
and
of
by
course.
2028 he'll be an MVP.
Of
It's
course.
Yeah, Celtics better go win now. That's what I'm saying about it. They better go win now because once they draft this year and see if they make a move or two in free agency, but the Spurs could be coming next season.
Mhm.
Could be coming next season.
We'll see. We can go defense player of the year because it kind of feeds in with Victor.
Mm-hmm.
Rudy Gobert
Yeah.
has it locked up. It's not close. Rudy Gobert's
Mm-hmm.
going to win the award, but Victor is going to be second. And I think that's awesome.
Victor's gonna own that. He could probably I don't know what the record is for defensive player of the years in a career, but he could potentially break that.
I believe it is 4, but I will double check on that. Because I know that this is Rudy Gobert is going to win it the 4th time. It is 4. Dikembe Mutombo and Ben Wallace are the only 2 players to ever get Defensive Player of the Year 4 times. Rudy Gobert is about to join them as the 3rd player to win it 4 times. And unless Dwight Howard has a comeback, there's nobody else even close.
Well, I good a chance as anybody to break that. I mean, Rudy could potentially get one more. I mean, who knows? Nobody knows what next season will behold, but
And if Rudy gets
I
a
imagine
5th,
that the voters will be looking to give Wemby these awards.
oh, I agree.
They want to
Wemby is
give him
going
these
to be
awards.
a fan favorite and a award favorite for a long
Yeah,
time.
he's gonna win these. I think. Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised that Luka isn't further ahead in this MVP race because I figured he would be like that too, where they want to give him these awards. But
that's the thing with these rookies.
they're making him earn it. They're making him earn it.
He's got to win games.
Yeah, I mean they're winning games now. The Mavs are definitely one of the only teams in the West that I can actually see beating Denver.
Yeah.
I don't see Minnesota beating Denver just because, I don't know. I don't know about
Denver is
it's
powerhouse.
like it's a difference between Denver having already won an NBA championship and this is the Minnesota's first time being in the playoffs. Like in a few years and and that was their first time being in there since KG. So it's like there's no way in hell the Nuggets drop 4 games to them. In my
I agree.
In my humble prediction.
The Timberwolves are good, but I think they might be like that Jazz team from a couple years ago where they win a bunch of games in the regular season.
Well, that Jazz team fell off. I mean, there's no doubt that the Timberwolves are good. They do have the best defense in the NBA, but their offense is too streaky, and they're not gonna. I just see them fizzling out.
Yeah.
In the playoffs when it breaks down to, decision making and
I mean, you remember that
Yeah.
team with Jimmy Butler, and that team was really good, really talented. Zach LaVine, Jimmy Butler, Karl Anthony Towns, and they didn't really do much that year either. And
No, they did not. No, they did not. But they, a little bit of a different situation there. Given, I think I don't know if they barely made it or if they.
I don't remember. That was a long time ago.
That was a
17, something around
I think
there.
it was 16 or 17, yeah. But or no, 17. Jimmy might have been on the Bulls.
The only reason I remember that is because Jimmy Butler told the starters that he could beat them with the 13, and then he did it.
And then he did it, yeah. Jeff Teague being on podcasts has done great things for
Jeff Teague
the NBA.
is the greatest.
He's so funny.
Former NBA player podcast.
All right, easy killer.
Dude.
JJ Redick still exists.
Oh yeah, but I'm talking like for the comedy stuff.
Okay, for comedy purposes,
hilarious.
Yeah, for sure.
You ever
He's
hear
so
him tell the
fucking
stories
funny.
about like his playoff performances, and he's just like, I don't give a fuck. I love it. Jeff Teague is awesome.
Yeah,
But we'll
what
get
a
back.
guy.
Rudy Gobert, easily gonna
Oh,
win
right,
it.
yeah.
Easily
Yeah,
gonna
yeah,
win
yeah.
it. It is cool to see Victor in second though.
Mm-hmm.
We can do most improved next because that one I think is
Pretty
pretty
much
locked
Maxey.
up.
Yeah. Also, this one is pretty locked up. There's less to talk about here than I thought. These awards are actually all but
They're
decided.
kind of at the point where they're all locked up except for six man and or not most improved MVP.
Hey.
And then we can move into most improved, which is probably pretty locked up as of now. Kobe White was making a little run at it, but it's definitely Tyrese Maxey at this point.
Yeah.
Has him minus 280. It's pretty good odds. He's probably gonna win it.
I think it's a little bit of a shame now. Yeah, my green colored glasses or whatever, but I think Maxey's been this good. I think Maxey was this good last year. He had different responsibilities. I think Derek White improved the most. Actually, like Maxey's stats got better.
Yeah.
Maxey's stats improved the most, but actual talent, like I watched Derek White play every single day. Every time I watched Maxey play last year, I saw him. Like everybody knew how good he was. He was just playing with a guy averaging 33. It is what it is, right? And he was with James Harden. Like he didn't have a lot of ball responsibilities. And this year he has all the ball responsibilities. So it's like, he really kind of got, I don't want to call it a crutch, but he was kind of,
and last year,
force-fed that shit. Yeah,
and last year they had
got
James
it
Harden, who did eat a lot of his touches last year and was
just ate a lot of the facilitating responsibility. Maxey's assists got way higher, but I mean, obviously credit to Tyrese Maxey. He is fucking awesome. He's really good. And he deserves recognition for his season.
I think a big part of it is
not all NBA this.
I think a big part of it is Joel Embiid getting hurt.
Mm-hmm.
If Embiid didn't get hurt, I don't know if he wins it over Kobe White. Because Kobe White is currently second.
I think Derek White's case is also...
Well, Derek White's not even in the top 4.
Which is saddening to me because, like...
It's Tyrese Maxey,
I think
Kobe White.
I think Derek White's improvements have been... Like, just because I watch him all the time, you know? That's why I see it. But Kobe White, phenomenal fucking... he, like, his efficiency was probably the biggest improvement, if I'm, like, not bugging about that.
Well, the top
I'm going to look
4,
that up, actually.
Top 4 were Tyrese Maxey, Kobe White, Jalen Williams, and Jonathan Kuminga.
Jonathan Kuminga over Derek White, too, man. No love.
I don't know
no love.
How much Derek White really should be getting recognition.
He wasn't even top 100 last year. Now he's averaging 20 on the best team in the league. Or he's averaging like 17 now.
He was 15 and a half.
What? Okay. Well, I'm tripping.
His percentages, I mean, it went up 2% from 3.
I was talking Kobe White's efficiency.
Oh, Kobe White.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought you were talking Derek White at first. You thought I was talking Lowell.
Kobe White has jumped up 10 points. His splits are a little lower.
In efficiency?
He's averaging 10 points more per game.
Yeah.
He's shooting 5 more shots per game. So he's shooting 50% from 2-pointers.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty good.
Solid.
His team sucks, but, you know.
I mean, yeah, that's how it is. He's shooting 39% from 3. That's solid. He went up 2% from 3. He didn't go up any field goal
I'm not going to lie to you. I thought he was way more efficient than this.
I did, too.
I'm surprised he's averaging those points on such, like, inefficient shooting.
Well, it's also because Zach LaVine has been out most of the year.
Yeah, but
so
DeMar's been healthy. Vooch is there.
I'm surprised.
I don't know. It's been. I've honestly just not heard a lot about Kobe White this season. Like I said, I've followed the NBA pretty closely, and
it's
I was aware that he was balling, but I'm not gonna lie to you, brother. Like, I did not know he was averaging 19 points per game.
I I knew he was averaging close to that, just not the exact numbers. But the
Yeah.
Bulls have been not very great. They're under 500 in the play-in, but they'll probably get bounced.
Yeah. Dude, I'm so shocked. Like if you would have asked me about Kobe White, I genuinely thought he was way more efficient than this with less points, but wouldn't have guessed he would have gotten or most improved like nods on a bad team with bad shooting splits. But I mean, averaging 19 as opposed to what was it
8,
last year? Did he average 8?
9.
Yeah, he averages 14 for his career.
He averaged 9 points per game last year.
Bad season then.
Yeah. He also only started 2 games, so he only played 23 minutes a night last season too. He's playing 37 this year and up 10 points per game. So
who was playing? Do you remember who was playing over him last year?
Lonzo Ball.
Lonzo was out all last year.
Was he out all last year? Alex Caruso then.
Mm-hmm.
Caruso and Levine were the starting guards. DeRozan, Pat Will, Vooch.
Did they move on from Pat Will?
No. He's still on the roster. I think he's actually starting most games. But
I don't know why. I thought around the trade deadline, which is when I was really the last I really heard about the Bulls was around the trade deadline, and they were moving Pat Will, move Zach LaVine, move DeMar, move Caruso. They were going to blow it up.
They should have blown it up, and they didn't.
And they didn't move anybody, which
Yep.
I thought they at least. Which I actually thought they moved Pat Will, but I guess not. I guess they're rolling with whatever they've got going on there. I know he has been not the best.
No.
Not great, but hey, not everybody's an NBA star.
It's how it goes. You have some good
How
draft
it
picks, you have
goes.
some bad draft picks,
Yeah.
you know? The 76ers drafted Markelle Fultz over Jason Tatum. It's how it goes.
Yeah, you guys traded up to do it.
We traded
That's
up
embarrassing.
and also traded away Mikal Bridges. It's okay, though. I'm not mad.
It's all right. So just so we're clear, Derek White's the most improved player this season, and everybody else is just
No, it's Tyrese Maxey. And it will be Tyrese Maxey, and I will love to see your face in June when they're like, oh, here you go, Tyrese, here's your award.
yeah. And then they hand me my big NBA championship.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll be really pressed about that most improved player award. I'm sure.
Next award, we've
Or
done
I'll-
6-man.
I'll be
We've done Depoy. We've done Rookie of the Year. We've done Depoy, 6-man of the year, most improved, Rookie of the Year. Now
Teammate of the
we
year.
can do. I mean, we can do Clutch Man of the Year, which I don't know who that. It's a new award.
Oh, it is? Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Well, hey, before we look anything up, any guesses?
Probably Dame. I feel like that's just like they always
Yeah,
give it to Dame.
that'll probably. I mean,
Maybe Steph.
mhm. Steph is not. I mean, Steph's clutch, but not the kind of clutch. I don't know. I follow Bear McCockner on Twitter, so
So this is interesting. I looked it up to
Mhm.
see what the odds are because I haven't really. It's a hard award to pick out. DeMar
I get it,
DeRozan
yeah.
is the favorite.
I could see that.
Yeah, he's really good in the fourth quarter. He's hit a couple.
really
buzzer
is, yeah.
beaters. He's solid. I mean, I guess he's the favorite by quite a bit right now. So
Bulls are trying to win every award but the NBA championship currently.
DeMar is in first. Steph is second. So that was a solid guess. And then Dame is
Dame.
third.
That makes sense.
And then 4, Shea, 5, Jokic, 6, LeBron.
Shea, I would guess Shea's higher.
I would assume Shea was
But-
higher too, but I guess not.
He was actually going to be my pick for it, but hey,
It's-
I also think Derek White's most improved. So what do I know about anything?
I think it is probably DeMar. I don't know. I think I would rather pick Steph, but it seems like they're leaning DeMar. Or even Dame. Dame had that crazy buzzer beater a couple
I
weeks
still
ago.
like Shea. I still think Shea is just that guy in the fourth quarter.
I don't
but
know how I feel about this award either. Like what?
Kind of
It's just kind of like another gimme award. Like, why do we?
gimmicky.
Why
yeah.
are we making an award for clutch player of the year. This guy could be asked the first 3 quarters. All game he could be asked the first 3 quarters, and then the fourth quarter he turns it on. So we're gonna give him an award at the end of the season.
Yeah, I mean, clutch time it's important though, you know.
It is, but it'd be more important if your team won fucking games.
Yeah.
Like they're not winning games.
Yeah.
But neither is Steph.
I mean, hey. So I mean, Celtics win games, and I see Jason Tatum every time we need a late game or a shot at the end of the game. I see him ISO and take a leaner in mid range that bricks. So it's
the Celtics.
Yeah,
I don't think any of the Celtics players can win awards because they're just all too good. They all just take the rock from each other.
I'm not going to stop singing about it though.
Yeah, I just Tatum can't win MVP because he doesn't have the stats for it. Because these other guys just don't have.
Yeah, Derek White doesn't have the stats to win Most Improved.
Because let's say Jaylen Brown got hurt for a majority of the season. Derek White fills in that role. He's probably Most Improved player.
Derek White, he won, I think, a Player of the Week.
Oh yeah, he definitely did. I remember.
Yeah, he won. Yeah. He just won a Player of the Week. I mean, he steps up in that stretch where we won 9 games while we were resting people. That's where I see stuff like Derek White should win Most Improved Player because
he should have gotten more nods for 6th Man of the Year because he might have started too many games. That might be why.
Who, Derek White?
Yeah.
He's a full start. He starts every game.
Does he now?
Mm-hmm.
I thought they had him coming off the bench.
Our starting rotation is Holiday, White, Tatum, or Brown, Tatum, and Porzingis with Horford coming in at 6.
Interesting.
If Derek White was coming in off the bench, he's the favorite for 6th Man of the Year, no doubt about it. But
he actually has never been in the top 5 for any awards yet, which is kind of surprising. And I didn't realize that he's already 29.
Who?
Derek White.
Oh, yeah. 29.
I forgot about his seasons in San Antonio. I'm not going to lie. I forgot that he was in San Antonio for his rookie contract.
Yeah.
He was good in San Antonio.
He was good, but never played this good.
Yeah.
He definitely shoots the 3-ball better now than he ever did while he was in San Antonio. He strokes that shit with confidence, bro.
Pause.
It's so lovely.
Now let's move to the award. The award,
MVP.
Most Valuable Player. The odds are as follows. This is interesting because they have changed since the last time we talked about it.
Okay.
Jokic is obviously in first place by a wide margin. He's probably winning the award as much as I don't want him to. But we got to switch up.
Yeah.
Luka has moved to number 2 at plus 450. And Shea has almost completely fallen out at plus 2,000 now.
He was my pick.
He was my pick too, but at this point, I still think it should be Shea, but it's going to be Jokic.
Jokic is going to win his 3rd.
The Jokic glazing is crazy.
He's that good. He's the best player in the league. But I still think that I still think that MVP should have went to whoever won the West. I think it should have came down to that.
Right now, the Thunder are winning the West, but they're tied with the Nuggets.
Tied with the Timberwolves and the Nuggets, aren't they? It's almost like a 3-way tie.
Timberwolves.
Yeah, because the Nuggets the Timberwolves just beat the Nuggets, and they're still.
Well, Timberwolves just lost last night to the Bulls. Yeah.
Tough.
So they fall to the 3 seed. Denver and OKC are tied, but Denver has one more loss. So Denver's half a game behind. If OKC loses their next game, I think Denver goes back to first place.
Well, I guess we'll just have to. My bet would have been on whoever won the West won MVP, but it looks like it's going to be Jokic.
Which I guess I'm fine with. Jokic is very
I'm
good.
okay with it, yeah.
But
it's not particularly exciting. It's not one of these new young guys that I kind of wanted to see win it. Luka, Shea.
I think Luka and Shea will have their times, but
it's deserved.
I really do believe that it should have been Shea this year, but I guess he might have been not playing as well as of late. Look at his last couple games. But yeah, I guess it's gonna be. Yeah, he hasn't been playing well as of late. 19 points on Sunday, which was yesterday. 24 points last Tuesday, 12 points the Sunday before.
Ooh.
Really, really bad stretch for him. 12 points and a loss to the Milwaukee Bucks is not going to help your case for MVP. We can also, I mean, I don't know. I don't love Jokic getting a third.
I mean, yeah.
That puts him in that next tier of, all-time greats now. Because how many guys have won 3 MVPs? I can actually just look this up. How many guys have won 3
off
MVPs?
The top of my head, Jordan, I think Wilt Russell might be wrong. Jordan, LeBron, didn't Hakeem win? He won back-to-back. I don't know if he won 3.
Moses Malone. 8 players have won the Most Valuable Award 3 times.
Okay.
Moses Malone, Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, Bob Pettit, Karl Malone. Oh, wait, no. These are 2 times. Moses Malone, Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Tim Duncan, Bill Russell, Michael Jordan, Wilt Chamberlain, and LeBron James. These are the only guys who have won it more than 3 times.
Nikola Jokic.
And he is about to join them.
Mm-hmm.
That puts him tied with Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, and Moses Malone for MVPs. That is quite the group to be a part of.
Yes, it is.
He needs to win some more chips.
He's climbing.
If he wins some more championships, then we can
then
really
we got
start
a
bumping him
real
up.
discussion there. Yep.
I think he's already probably
He's cementing himself with his status as the best playmaking center of all time, and
probably top 50 all time right now.
The best way to get that top 10 recognition is to be the best at something.
Yeah.
Be the best at something. Jordan was the best at winning.
LeBron's the best at everything.
At everything. Curry, the best shooter. He's no doubt going to be a top 10.
I think he already is, but
no doubt. But LeBron's really the only guy I feel comfortable.
Magic was the best passer
before they're done.
Magic best passer.
Yeah.
Bird best white guy.
Kobe best worker.
Kareem was the best scorer. LeBron is the best at everything. We'll give Kareem best scorer.
Right.
Russell was the best.
I guess you could say he was the best winner, but
winning's
a little different when there's
easier
only 12 teams. There's only 12 teams and everybody has a second job.
It was just him or Will.
Pretty much.
That's just who was going to win every season.
It was
the Celtics or whoever Wilt's on.
And it was pretty much the Celtics every time.
Wilt won maybe 2. And it might have been 1, actually. Yeah. And that was with my 76ers.
Mm-hmm. Was that the last ring you guys won? Shit.
No. It was not. Julius Erving and Moses Malone. Fucking asshole. And we're going to win it this year. I don't know what you're talking about. Joel Embiid's coming back this week. And he is going to carry this fucking bum-ass squad.
Actually, I don't know if I want
to
you
the
guys
7th
first
seed.
round.
We're going to knock off Milwaukee. We're
going
to walk in to
I would
MSG,
love it if you guys bounced.
And Joel Embiid's going to throw Jalen Brunson into the stands. And then we'll see the Celtics in the conference finals where Joel Embiid will score 100 points in Game 7. And we're going to the finals, and he'll butt-fuck Nikola Jokic.
Okay.
That's the path.
We've got a solid finals prediction from Brian there.
Right there. Now, it's not happening. We're losing in the first round.
I would love it. I would love to see you in Milwaukee just go to war. I don't care who wins at that point, as long as you guys go to 7 and beat each other within an inch of your lives. I don't care. As long as there's not much left to play us in the conference finals.
So right now, we have to play Miami in the play-in, which I would really hate. I would really hate.
That's That's just a tough matchup for you guys. Like, really.
It is. I think best bet is that Embiid comes back later this week and we win hopefully a majority of the last couple games, and we see Miami or Indiana like fall off a little bit, and hopefully Philly can sneak into that 6th seed and not have to do the play-in and can just go destroy the Cavaliers in the first round. Like, that's just what I'm hoping.
Mm-hmm.
Or even better, maybe we could move up to the 5 seed and just get the Knicks out of there real quick. Like, the Knicks,
Right.
they're the like middle of the pack teams in the East. No one is scared of. Cleveland, New York, Orlando, nobody's scared of them.
All bark, no bite.
Yes. Orlando is too young. New York, we've seen them before. They can't get past the second round, and they only got past the first round because it was Atlanta. Or it wasn't Atlanta, it was Cleveland.
They actually upset Cleveland in the first round.
I don't know if that was much of an upset. It was a 4-5, and Cleveland wasn't great.
They swept them, so I guess that aspect, or maybe it was a gentleman's sweep. I don't know, but I know New York was the 5.
Cleveland I kind of would love to see another Cleveland-New York matchup.
They match up well. I definitely didn't expect New York to beat them up last year as bad as they did.
I think New York is the
I just want more rivalries, man.
They're probably like the 4th best team up there.
I
don't think Cleveland's that good. I don't think Orlando's that good. Indiana could be scary, but Tyrese has been slowing down. Miami, of course, you're always kind of scared of Miami. It just kind of depends what happens. Like, what role player is going to go drop 50 on me tonight? Like, that's Miami.
Who's Eric Spoelstra going to draw up to score 25 points and decapitate me?
What G Leaguer did they sign to a 10-day that's going to go score 30 points on me? Like,
seriously, what undrafted fucking all-star is about to...
It's ridiculous.
Caleb Martin did us in last year. Like, Caleb Martin.
Gabe Vincent. Haywood Highsmith. Omar Yurtseven. Eric Spoelstra is getting these guys money. Omar Yurtseven hasn't done shit this year. He was awesome last year.
Gabe Vincent got hurt, didn't he?
Yeah, he's on the Lakers, but I think he's out the whole season.
Yeah. Which that was a pretty solid backup point guard for him, but
Yurtseven in 2021 played for the Miami Heat, and he averaged, it's not great, but he only played 12 minutes a night, so he's like the 8th man off the bench, but he averaged 5 points per game on really good efficiency, and now he's in Utah, averaging 3 points per game, and he just doesn't play because he can't play, he just doesn't play, and, he gets these random dudes who ball out, let's find Haywood, what's his name, Haywood Highsmith?
Mm-hmm. I would love to see just some repeat matchups, man. I want some rivalries. I want the same teams with the same guys to play each other back-to-back years. Like, we've played the Heat. That's a rivalry at this point. Celtics and Heat are a rivalry at this point.
Of course.
We've just been playing each other for a long time. We haven't played each other that much over the last 7-8 years, but there's history there.
Philly and Boston find a way to play each other in the playoffs every once in a while. And it usually doesn't go Philly's way as of recently. But that is going to change in the future. Ben Simmons was holding us back. And his bum ass is now in Brooklyn. And we don't have to deal with him anymore. We're not going to see Trae Young in the second round. This shit is so annoying.
All I'm saying is last year you saw us in the second round with no Ben Simmons and still crumbled.
Well, that was James Harden's fault.
He had 40 in 2 different games.
Yeah, and then he had 5 in Game 7.
Your MVP failed you.
Yes, he had a bad Game 7, but so did Harden.
Tatum put up 51 and sent y'all bitches home.
It's so frustrating to watch the Philadelphia 76ers. I'm going to go on a rant. Every fucking year, this team has a good roster. Sometimes great. We had Ben Simmons, JJ Redick, Jimmy Butler, Tobias Harris, Joel Embiid, and lost to a bum. That Raptors team is one of the most overrated NBA champions ever. That team was not good. They got bailed every step of the way. The only series that was actually they actually probably deserved. They played really well was against Milwaukee in the conference finals. They got bailed out in the finals because KD got hurt and then Clay got hurt.
What was the bailout against you guys?
Fucking Kawhi's little bouncer shot that should not have gone in. It was ridiculous. Ben Simmons played horrible.
That shot bounced off the front of the rim,
Off the front of the rim, bounces off the back of the rim, bounces off the front of the rim again, and goes in. It is a fadeaway, long two over a 7-foot Joel Embiid. I remember watching that Game 7 because we both have a really good, one of our good buddies, Teddy Chapman, is a big Raptors fan. I've known this kid since I was probably 13 years old. And he's been a Raptors fan since then. I've been a Sixers fan since then. And I have been waiting for this series since I started caring about basketball. And I want my team to beat the ever-living shit out of the Toronto Raptors. And Kawhi does that. And the first thing that happens after that Kawhi shot is I get a phone call. And he's just laughing. Just laughing at me. And I'm like, oh, I can't. And then we trade Jimmy Butler for a sack of potatoes.
Sack of potatoes,
because of our fucking coach, whatever his goddamn name is, Brown. I don't remember his name because Brett Brown was such a horrible piece of shit that he told the front office it's me or Jimmy Butler. And the front office took Brett Brown. It blows my mind how an organization could be so goddamn awful at making
you guys
decisions.
suck. Yep, you guys suck.
It is every single year.
In consecutive years, you guys didn't draft Jason Tatum, let Jimmy Butler walk, turned Ben Simmons into a crybaby bitch.
No, that wasn't us. That was his fault.
You bullied him into it.
No,
Sixers fans bullied him into it.
It's not my fault. He doesn't have a backbone, and Trae Young is his father. Okay.
Okay. No, I'll give you that he got bodied in that matchup, and that's on him. But the media tore that man to shreds
because he was an All-Defensive Player of the Year. He was on All-NBA First Team for defense. And he was a good scorer. This man was almost averaging a triple-double. It wasn't a great triple-double, but he was still doing it. And he couldn't get past Trae Young, who was notoriously awful at defense.
And a foot shorter than him.
It blows my mind. And then we try to move him. Like, hey, Ben, don't play point guard. And then he gets mad and throws a bitch fit. And now he's in Brooklyn. Good luck there, buddy.
He's in Brooklyn. Well, what's he gonna do off the ball? Really, he's a liability.
Because he can't shoot.
Because he can't. He won't shoot.
He can't. That's also the craziest thing about Ben Simmons is that he can't shoot. I have witnessed him shooting corner threes. I went to an Indiana Pacers versus Philadelphia 76ers game back in 2017. I was there 30 minutes before tip. I sit down and we see Ben Simmons warming up. Guess what he's warming up, Casey? Corner threes. He hit 12 of them in a row. Shoot the fucking ball. And he wouldn't do it. And then we have Markelle Fultz, who pinches a nerve in his shoulder and forgets how to shoot the basketball.
That was weird.
This team drives me insane. And then now we have fragile Joel Embiid, who can't stay on the court because he wants to go win a fucking MVP. So he decides he's going to fight through an injury because the NBA is like, oh, you have to play 65 games. And it's it's just frustrating. He put up 70 points, almost 70 points in like 2 games in a week. It's like, dude, just be healthy. Make it to the playoffs, please. Do the Kawhi Leonard shit. Sit out every other game. It's fine.
The NBA has new rules about that, but
it doesn't matter. I just wish this team would get it together and fucking win something. It has been years.
Just go on another good run. You just need to go to the conference finals.
That'd be awesome. As like a play-in team to the conference finals would be amazing. That would give me so much confidence going into next year. Because now Tobias Harris is gone and we have a full max slot. You can go get someone if you want, or you can just fill the team with a bunch of fucking shooters. So Tyrese Maxey and Joel Embiid can actually pass the ball to someone. Like Kelly Oubre was a fantastic pickup.
He's been awesome, yeah. Did you see his conversation with the ref? You a bitch. Your mama a bitch.
You a bitch. You a bitch. Your mama's a bitch.
Your grandmama a bitch.
And then he got fined $50,000 for that.
Worth it.
That's so funny, worth it. Because he got fouled so hard on that play. But
I'm so glad he did that.
Like, the team around them this year is actually not bad. Like, It's not a bad squad.
Yeah. And now everybody's role is about to change again.
I mean, Buddy Hield, great pickup.
That was a big pickup.
Kyle Lowry, solid backup point guard. Like,
yeah,
he's solid.
Guys like that kind of do make me scared to play the Sixers. Buddy Hield, Kyle Lowry, like you guys.
We have campaign. Like you remember his run with the Suns a couple years ago. He was really good.
That 3-head he got, that shit dented in.
Mo Bamba's the backup big, or Paul Reed even the backup big. Like that's not bad.
Mo Bamba's looked okay.
He's solid defensively. He's not much of a scoring threat, but we don't need him to be. That's why you got Maxey. No. That's why you got Oubre. That's why you got Lowry. Like,
so you have Joel
Buddy Hield, dude. Like this team is good. They can win games if we don't sell. And I have a feeling that we're going to sell because it happens every year.
As soon as you see us, you'll crumble. I promise.
I hope we don't see the Boston Celtics in the first round because I'm not trying to watch that fuck-ass series.
No, what you need to beat us is you need to pray for us to go to war with somebody else, somebody goes hurt, something like that. We play a rough series or somebody gets hurt, and you play us not at full strength. Finals. Yeah, your best bet is to play us as late as possible. You want to avoid us as long as possible.
The best road for the Sixers is to, obviously hopefully the best move would be to getting into the, not in the play-in, so try and get that 6th seed, because Embiid's coming back later this week. You can win games with him. I'm going to look at their schedule really quick. I don't think it's going to be hard to win, not win out, but, at least win a couple more of these games.
Right.
We have seven games left. Thunder, Heat, Grizzlies, Spurs, Pistons, Magic, Nets. You can win 6 of 7.
Yeah.
You can easily win 6 of 7. Maybe 5 of 7 because the Magic might be tough. But they can't guard Embiid.
No.
Last time Embiid played against the Spurs, he had 70 points. That's a W. The Grizzlies suck
you guys
ass.
are the 8th seed right now, so you're slotted to play us.
Yes, but I think...
Okay, yeah, the play-in. If you win that first
Miami
play-in
in the play-in.
Okay, yeah.
Best bet is you beat... If we can't make it, obviously, into the 6th seed, which would be best bet because then you play Cleveland. And I'd much rather play Cleveland than Milwaukee or Boston. But if you can't do that, obviously you want to try and get 7th seed, and then you play Milwaukee. And
which still not great.
It's not great, but I still think they can do well. We got Maxey versus Dame is a bad matchup for both teams. Neither guard can guard anyone. Maxey's not very good at defense. Neither is Dame.
Yeah, well,
so they're just going to go back and forth trading buckets. It all comes down to
they're not really gonna. They're probably not even gonna guard each other. Really.
I mean,
I'd be shocked if they did.
I don't even know who we would put on a Dame at that point. It's
Oubre, maybe. I don't know.
Oubre.
The Bucks, they don't really we thought they'd play a lot of pick and roll, but honestly, when I don't watch them that much. But I know that they matchup hunt a little bit.
Yeah.
Which, that's what everybody in the NBA does right now. That's why offenses are so fucking good. It's so hard to cover pick and roll with 4 shooters on the floor, 5 shooters on the floor.
I mean, yeah, it's just how it goes sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, I'm trying to look at who the Sixers fully healthy starting 5 will be. So Maxey, probably Oubre, Harris, and Embiid, and this has Batum, but I don't think Batum's on the roster anymore. If I'm correct, I don't think Batum is on our roster anymore. He is not. Oh no, he is. So it'll probably be Batum. Maybe you throw KJ Martin out there or Buddy Hield out there as the 3-man. Who knows? But you maybe put Oubre on Dame, Maxey on whoever they fucking throw out at the 2.
I don't know. We'll see.
It's a tough matchup, but if you can get past Milwaukee, then you get the winner. Right now, it would be the winner of Indiana and Cleveland, and that should be hopefully easy for the Sixers because I think they're better than both of those teams. And then you get probably Boston in the conference finals. unless Boston somehow gets knocked off by New York or Orlando, or your favorite team to play, the Miami Heat.
I can't wait. I want the Heat so fucking bad.
I feel like that's all. Boston just wants Miami.
We want that smoke,
absolutely
bro.
Destroy them.
We want that smoke so bad, bro. I don't even think it'll be that easy, but I want that smoke. I love that matchup. I love to play the Heat. I love how fucking nasty it gets.
Are you scared of Atlanta maybe sneaking into that 8 seed?
Hey, look, man. Atlanta gave us problems last year in the playoffs. Yeah,
they gave you problems the past 2 weeks.
On paper, we have the 2 best on-ball guards in the league, Derek White, Drew Holiday. Maybe not 2 best, but it's the best it's the best pairing in the league. Without a doubt. Not close. Why did they beat us? Twice. Without Trae Young. I mean, I know why, because we couldn't secure a defensive rebound, and DJ Murray shot 46 shots and scored 47 points.
It's tough.
I mean, the first game, just could not rebound for shit in either game.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how you beat us.
Exactly.
You crash the offensive glass, and you just have to take more shots than us. It's the only way to beat us.
Just gotta hit more shots.
Not even hit more. You have to prioritize taking more shots than us. Because if we get more shots than you, we're gonna make more shots.
Yeah,
I promise.
Well, we can talk about the West side a little bit because this has been a lot of East.
The West is just it. Get your popcorn. Every matchup is going to be great. Every round is going to be great.
We're talking about the play-in first. It's Sacramento, Phoenix, Los Angeles, and Golden State.
I mean, Los Angeles, LeBron and Curry into play-in again. Like, how blessed are we as fans?
It's so fun to watch.
It's such a. Is this the 3rd time it's happened?
I think so. Yes.
It's a nail biter every time. Last year, LeBron hit a game-winning shot. I think, if I remember right, he hit that fadeaway, that deep 2 kind of fadeaway shot to ice the game. I mean, holy shit, what a game! I'm watching that one for sure.
And then Phoenix and Sacramento. That's a great matchup.
The fact that these are play-in teams, like these are 500 by 5 or 6 game play-in teams. You are ready to just go to war.
The Western Conference is so stacked. Do you remember the times?
And don't forget the Rockets, man. Do not forget the Rockets.
Do you remember the times
they are coming.
Where people would say if you are over 500, you're basically in the playoffs. That's not how it is in the West anymore.
No.
You have to win 50 games to guarantee yourself a playoff spot.
It's a shame that teams like the Hawks and the Bulls are going to get to play in the play-in. And teams like the Rockets are not.
It's just how it is.
But that's just how it is. No, you're right. You know?
Conferences are going to be better than each other. The East is very top-heavy.
Uh-huh.
The West is just very even.
I still don't think, the everything's going to be fun, but I think we all know what the conclusion is out there in the West, and that's... The Nuggets are making the NBA Finals.
They'd be the 10 seed.
Yeah.
If Indiana was in the West, they'd be the 9 seed. The Lakers are the equivalent of a 6 seed in the East, and they're fighting for their chance.
42 and 33 for a play-in spot.
It's crazy.
I mean, that's crazy.
And they're 2 games out of 6.
These are all great teams.
I think it'll be LA. LA is going to win. I think Phoenix wins the first game. So Phoenix will be the 7th seed. I think LA's goes to the next round.
Yeah, just the fact that LeBron and AD and all those guys can get bounced off of one game, and it's to Stephen Curry, and it's not like the loser has a fallback like usual. It's do or die. It's win or go home.
Yeah.
The best scenario in sports. Win or go home.
I agree.
That do or die. It's gonna be good. I cannot. Good. And tonight, man, Iowa, LSU.
Is that women's college basketball tonight?
7:30. Yeah, Iowa, LSU at 7:30. I cannot wait. I can't wait Caitlin Clark, baby, let's get it.
That might be the only women's basketball content I put on this channel, is when shit like that happens. Because
Caitlin Clark's a W, bro. I'm watching that bitch in the pros. I don't give a fuck.
She's going to get drafted by the Indiana Fever. She's going to be, I'm not going to DDoS us, but she's going to be the closest NBA team, like WNBA team to us. And that'll be... I might go buy tickets.
Those tickets are already expensive. Like, they're already more... I think they might be more than the Pacer tickets. Or, like, as much as the Pacer tickets. That's crazy.
Yeah.
But I'm here for it. I'm here for the rise of the WNBA.
I'm finally happy to see that there are some women's basketball players that are getting your normally against the WNBA guys to actually watch women's basketball.
All right, hear me out here. When I watch women at any level, they look like 12-year-olds playing.
Great.
They play slow, square yourself to the basket, shoot a layup, that type of shit. Caitlin Clark looks like a pro.
She's different.
She looks like a woman from amongst little girls. She looks legit.
Yeah.
There will be others. Those
LSU girls are actually pretty solid. Now, I think Angel Reese is a little overrated. I think she's good, but
she's corny.
She is kind of corny. That's what it gets me. That's what gets me with it.
Bro, but that's what we need.
She stole Curry's ring thing. It was just a whole thing.
Nah, I think the difference between what they did, everyone said, like, oh, they did the same thing. Everyone's just hating because she's black. The difference is, like, Caitlin Clark, like, did this to celebrate a win. Like, Angel Reese chased her down, like, did it in her face. Like, that's corny.
It was so over the top.
It's corny. But, like, hey, that's fine.
And the whole thing,
she's got a chance for redemption tonight.
We'll see. I hope
Caitlin Clark's got a chance for redemption tonight, and I'm rooting for it.
I really do like Caitlin Clark, but I don't know if she's beating this LSU team. They added
I want to see it so bad.
They added Haley Van Lith to an already championship team.
Give me Caitlin Clark 40 bomb in an Iowa W, bro. I need it. I need it.
We can finish up the West really quick, and then we can call it there.
The Larry Bird of the WNBA.
Outside of the play-in, it'll probably be OKC. OKC and Denver are obviously going to play one of the four of LA, Golden State, Phoenix, and Sacramento.
It's not even worth the trouble trying to figure out what these matchups are going to be. Who knows? We know what the play-in matchups are going to be roughly.
Minnesota, New Orleans would be fun. If Brandon Ingram doesn't play, I don't think I just don't see a way that New Orleans can beat Minnesota without BI. It could be close, but I think Minnesota's just better. LA, Dallas is the series to watch in that West. Because you remember the last time LA and Dallas played each other?
Bang!
Yeah.
Bang!
That series was amazing.
I'm so hyped.
Luka is such a cool motherfucker to watch, man. He's just so cool about it.
Something about these dudes putting 50 on you, hitting circus shots, and just smiling and laughing.
He'll just call anyone a pussy too is hilarious. Did you see? There was a clip of him the other night just getting into beef. I forget what team he was playing, but he laughs and then he's like, "You're just a fucking pussy, man."
I love it. He doesn't duck any smoke. He'll talk shit with anybody.
Talk shit with anyone.
He'll talk shit with you while he's dribbling the ball up to take a shot.
I almost hope that Phoenix beats whoever they play in the first round, and Dallas wins, so we can get another Phoenix and Dallas matchup because that is so fun to watch.
Popcorn. Give it to us.
Booker versus
give
Luka.
It to us.
Who was the other guy Luka was beefing with on the Suns? Was it Chris Paul?
Jay Crowder?
It might have been Jay Crowder. I know.
I would have beef with Jay Crowder if I was playing against him. Real talk.
Yeah, I don't know. Jay Crowder's an interesting dude. He's kind of like the Morris brothers.
I
hate the Morris brothers.
Bro, I hate that he still hops on podcasts and plays victim about that Jokic situation.
It was hilarious.
You elbowed a dude in the ribs and turned your back. What did you think was gonna
The
happen?
motherfucker got hit by a freight train. Derrick
Sure
Henry,
did.
light it up, token, man. Get the fuck out of my face.
And what he sat out a whole season for that, and he was like, "Yeah, I was good after like 2 weeks." I was like, "Yeah, you milked that shit to like make
Yeah.
him the bad guy," or so. Like, you're so weird for that, bro.
That is weird behavior.
So weird for just milking that injury for no reason. He said it was because of the team, but like, dog, what
Jokic
team is gonna sit you out when you're good?
Jokic
Just because, like,
body slammed him, and it was hilarious.
yeah, and I don't even care that it was to his back because, like, what's like you want him to like tap you on the shoulder and then hit
body
you? Like,
slam you.
you turned your back after you hit him, dog. You're a fucking idiot. That's what you are.
You poked the bear and then turned around and walked away.
He knew what he did.
Like,
You
what
throw
do you
your
expect?
shoulder. You throw your shoulder into a guy with with his arms up. Like you can see the impact in the video. That's a hard hit.
Yeah.
And of course he's gonna want
Jokic just got his get back. Like, what do you want from him, man?
He's Serbian, motherfucker. He's coming for you. Like, what the fuck?
That is probably one of the greatest like beef moments I've ever seen in the NBA. Jokic just lining it up and just slamming right into him. Watching Morris in slow mo just crumple to the ground is. It's not supposed to be funny, but it is funny.
The funniest part about the video is Tyler Hero squaring up with Jokic and then like not getting held back, but like holding himself. He like squares up and then he like walks away and like
that's
walks
always the
behind the
funniest
ref.
thing is like it's like those guys that'll like start to get into a fight and they'll be like, "Hey, hold me back," and they'll just like start walking backwards and no one's holding their back. They're just like, "Yeah, hold me back, man, hold me back." Bum ass.
He sucks. I don't like Tyler Hero.
There are a lot of guys who are not scared of the smoke, who will throw immediately.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm not messing with Steven Adams. I'm not messing with Jokic anymore. Jordan Clarkson, not afraid of the smoke. That motherfucker squares up every time.
Not different sport. DK Metcalf, bro.
Oh, we'll square up.
He will square up. It does like he will square up with you for playing good defense. He does not care. Lock him up. He wants to fight you.
Jalen Ramsey, another football player who will square up over nothing. I can't. Basketball player Kelly Oubre will square up.
The Josh Norman Odell beef, the most on-site beef I've ever seen in my entire life.
So crazy.
Mike Evans, Marshawn Lattimore, like these, like
Aqib Talib and was that DT? Demarius Thomas. Demarius Thomas and Aqib Talib, I think it was.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so.
Snatch his chain.
That's his chain.
He did snatch his chain.
Richard Sherman and Michael Crabtree.
Who are some of the other NBA players that just aren't afraid of the smoke?
Chris Paul always be getting into fights with dudes that are bigger than him.
And he just always runs away. It's crazy. Oh,
Rajon Rondo was about the smoke.
Who put someone in a headlock? Was that Embiid? Who
Draymond
put
Green.
Karl Anthony Towns in a headlock?
Oh, that was Ben Simmons.
Was that Ben Simmons?
Yeah.
Ben Simmons isn't. I will give it to Ben. He wasn't ever really afraid of the smoke. Draymond Green starts it and then runs away.
I don't know, man. I've seen some videos of him dragging dudes down court
Jordan
by
Poole?
the throat. Only if there's bad honeys on the sideline.
Jordan Poole got knocked the fuck out in practice and we never heard from him again.
Immediately stopped hooping. Nah, Draymond Green fractured that man's whole identity with that move.
Well, they sent him to Washington. They said, you got into a fight with Draymond, we're sending your ass to Washington. You're never going to win another game. I don't think there's anyone on like the really bad teams that are afraid of the smoke. I feel like DeMar wouldn't. I know Jimmy Butler is not afraid of it. He'll get up in your face. I can't really think of anyone else right now. Maybe Pat Bev. Besides that, yeah, I think that's about it.
Yeah.
Playoffs start here soon. Next week will be we'll have like an actual solidified playoff bracket. We can do the real predictions then when the actual playoff brackets come out. Kind of just looking forward to playoffs starting.
That's what we'll be able to get a good long episode out of that.
Next week I think there'll be like 3 games left, and we'll be able to really tell who's going to play who.
Mm-hmm.
Give some playoff predictions, give some actual playoff series predictions.
Yeah, next couple weeks we'll have some good. Like, there just wasn't a lot to talk about.
There isn't a ton to talk about right now, and we're kind of in that like.
Well, like just what we were talking about today with the awards. Like, there's just not a lot to talk about. Yeah.
Baseball did start. We're not talking about it. Just so anyone, I'm gonna answer this question right now. If we ever get asked to talk about baseball, it's not fucking happening.
Dude, basketball, football, UFC, fuck, I'll even go Champions League, but I'm not talking
I'll talk
about
baseball. Golf before baseball. You got me fucked up.
Hang on. Playoff baseball gets hyped. Fuck
we
golf.
We can do playoff baseball, but I'll talk about the Masters. I'll talk
about the Reds.
I'll talk in this voice about the Masters before I talk about fucking baseball. If the Reds are good, I'll change my mind. But
that was a great shot.
And he lines up for the putt. Oh, sinks it. Nice.
His wife.
Alright, we're going to call it there for today. Thank you guys for watching. Check out all the socials. We'll be back next week with episode 4. See ya.
Want to watch